The channel. This is Catch Up Day on YouTube. I gotta catch up with all my reviews today while I'm off. I'm sleepy as hell and it's raining outside, so we're gonna get through this as quickly as possible on all this shit. Currently, I have Black Ink Crew. I didn't do a full Black Ink Crew review because I didn't feel like it and because there was no need. It seemed like this shit been on forever. Do you agree? Anyway, Love and Hip Hop. Child, I did not know this was the season finale. Mm-mm. I didn't know that that was the season finale this past Monday. I was surprised, but I'm glad shit because we 16 episodes in, and I was tired. So we gonna start off with Safaree, child. That's my new favorite boo. Now y'all know for obvious reasons, and obvious reasons. But I always thought he was sexy, and I told y'all that. Anyway, he talking about his Paradise remix track with, and he there with he there with Jacquay. And Jacquay suggested that they use Cayenne since he hasn't been able to get in contact with Bree for her to come in and do her final draft of the song so he could put it together. He only got the rough draft. He need the final draft. Um, she ain't did it, so he think that maybe Cayenne would be a good fix on that situation that he needs. Jocko tells him about how Cayenne also came to his video shoot and brought Miss Anais to it. Uh, Rich, excuse me, y'all, my face itching. Child, Father Time. I spared Rich all season long cause he's suffering with that diabetes, and I know that could be a lot on him. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to leave him alone, but I feel like he was hating in this moment because you were dealing with Anais. You knew she was married. He gonna say he glad he dodged that bullet. Dude, you was messing with this lady knowing she had a husband, and you assaulted Nut now because she decided that she wasn't gonna run behind you, and she did whatever it was she did after she stopped dealing with you. A child. If she stopped thotting and bopping, you might as well want to do the same thing because she ain't nothing but a female extension of you. Now, we had this meet up with Juju, Remy, and Yandy. Okay, I think they met up for lunch and it's catch-up time. Remy talking about it's about time for her to do another IVF round or whatever to see if she going to be able to carry Pap baby. You know what I mean? Now, Juju mentions that she support, how supportive Safaree being and how cool he done been, and they simply friends. And you could tell she happy about it. But did you see that look on Nick on Remy face like, girl, hell to the no, don't do that, don't do that. I was like, Now Yandy said, girl, do whatever it is that make you happy. She mentions Safaree has not contacted her, and she got this new artist that she think will be good on the song. Juju told her, girl, wait a minute, hold up. I don't want to be no go-between you and Safaree. I think that you should try to reach out to him again and see if you can get hold to him. Now, let's pause because, I realized Safaree has a history with the ladies. He was young. He was also with Nikki for 12 years, and to me, that was 12 years a slave because he walked away with basically nothing. But nevertheless, he was in that relationship with her. And I don't remember, y'all, some of y'all are more knowledgeable when it comes to him and Nicki Minaj's past than I am, but I don't recall ever seeing a point where she said that he was a cheater. I understand he was younger, and younger means sometimes not as mature, but he obviously know what being committed is, and I think at his age he's beginning to know what kind of woman that he wants. And if him and Juju happen to hook up down the line, that's fine by me. I think that would be a great idea. Now I know it's some of y'all that don't agree with that because you looking at the fact of how playful he is, but when he need to be serious and straight up, then you've seen him do that also. He ain't no pussy punk or no failure. And I don't just say that because he has a very glorious blessing that he carries around with him every day. I'm saying that because that's just what I've seen and with him. When he need to get about the business or gather a bitch, he ain't got no problem doing it. He just a happy go lucky type of person. And I had a problem with the fact that Remy was sitting there like, I feel like well, I don't know if this was true, but I feel like this could possibly be a reason because you don't like his ex. You exing him out. That ain't cool, girl. Get over that Nikki shit. You winning. You might not be winning on the scale that Nikki winning, but you winning. Okay. So if that had anything to do with that shit that you got going on with Nikki that should be a non-motherfucking factor to you at this point, let it go and stop it, please. Please, ma'am. I always liked Safaree and I like him now. Shit, by the way, girl, that anaconda, I swear to God, I want to get big. But anyway, Juju, mama, do what you got to do. Don't be listening to nobody. We see Jonathan and Anais, they meet up to talk. And he's still feeling some kind of way about how she expressed herself when they went down to the skating rink a couple of days prior. And she was saying she don't want her marriage to end. She said it again. And from what he tell her, look, you might be able to have that conversation and see if you can save your marriage. Because I've been talking to Ruben, and I got him to agree to come to dinner and host it. Y'all can talk out y'all issues and become that family again. So when he get there, I had a question. What the hell was he wearing? It's girl, it don't matter. But he came in and she apologized for all she did and said she was feeling unhappy prior to what she did. He knew that. She said she was wrong. She don't want him to blame her himself, but he also don't want her to blame. She don't want him to blame her because she didn't mean for it to go to where it went. And she want to work that thing out with him. She said she realized down to Navarro's office that he was hurt and how much she actually still loved him. And he asked her how do he know she won't do this again, and she said she learned a lesson. And all she asked is he realized that, look, I'm not the young girl that you married. I have matured into a woman and sometimes I need my little space. But I know that I want my family and I know I love you. So will you please be my husband again? And child, they made up. They good. All I can say about this is, Anais, you did the most, Mom. You did the most. You didn't just cheat on your husband. You cheated on your husband on national TV. Now, this was what you had to do to get on this show and try to hopefully do enough to get to another second season on here. Then I hope it worked out for you, and maybe next season we can see you focus more on your talent and being a good mom and a good wife to your husband instead of you thotting and bopping from one member of the creep squad to the next and those in between. Don't do that, girl. Now we at Juju rehearsal for her play. Yandy arrived, Bianca ain't there. Bianca ain't hit Juju up to say nothing about she ain't coming, but Yandy now. Juju feeling some kind of way because she believes in Bianca enough to have given her the lead role in her play, and she just decides she ain't gonna come. And now she not only is not coming, but she don't tell her. She tells Yandy. So that leaves Juju to have to play the lead role. And there's a scene in there where her and Safaree, I guess, are a couple, and he realizes that he's making her feel some kind of way by wanting to walk away when she clearly wants to spend time with him. So it's the part of the scene where he walk up, apologize, and go to kiss her. Now you know Safaree already got that love Jones for this girl, so he feel like shit. I'm gonna see if I can really get a real kiss out of this. But she backed up and made him get her 50 feet, and I couldn't get mad at him. Hell, he a man. Well, he gonna try it, girl. They gonna try it. Anyway, she go back to the back to have a conversation with the other young lady that was there with them to work on this play. And that gives him a chance to talk with Yandy. She asked him what's up. He said, my breakup finished. How? I haven't approved it. He said, see, that's where we fell out of here right there. She said, look, I don't mind you helping out, giving me the suggestion or whatever, but I this is my song. And I don't need you trying to put your creative spin on my song. Child, she got mad about that shit. She said, I don't know. I don't know what she thought she was entitled to by getting just suggestion. Suggesting does not mean that you are co-producing this man's song, and it don't mean you stand to gain any credit for this man's work. All you did was say, "Won't you put some other artists on there?" Do you know how many artists out here who have hit songs that someone else suggested that particular person that they either had on the hook or somebody that was some way involved in that song, and that don't mean that they get a cut of the pie, honey. For that, you didn't put no real creative talent into that. So what she expected to get out of that? She's so damn mad. She talking about she thought that they were about to make an international hit. Now it's only gonna be heard in Brooklyn. She get up to leave, forgetting that she there to rehearse with Juju, her friend, and call the man's song a whack ass song. Juju come back out. She see her leaving and ask her, "You just gonna walk out?" She pissed off, talking about she over it. Now, Yandy, bitch, let me give you some, mama. First of all, you not the bitch you think you is in the music business. Your last known artist that I recall was Jim Jones, and that was so many years ago. Safaree, on the other hand, has written for many years for a woman who some say is the greatest female rapper all time. Notice I said some, not we or me or all. Some. Anyway, he done that, boo. What you mad for? You trying to shit on his talents and shit? I ain't like that about her. What's your storyline been since Mondice left? Hmm. Yeah, and you not a household name, baby. You not sought after. And after next week we gonna be Miss Millie to your motherfucking ass again, like we do at the end of every season. We don't know you either, girl. Mm-mm. And what about Juju? Juju girl, what about your friends? Will they stay around? Or will they let you down? Y'all remember that song? Girl, bitch, what? Ain't no way. Remember that. Remember that. I ain't saying break your friendship off with her, but just remember how she walked out so easily on something that's so important to you. Fuck her. Remy had a second single release party, child, for Melanin Magic featuring Chris Brown. I didn't understand why she was way up on that goddamn scaffold, but thank God that she didn't get her ass hurt by falling down or nothing, something like that. I was worried. She had all some record industry peoples up in there, and the song is nice, child. I ain't mad about that song at all. Um, Lets me know how old I am because he's sampling or she's sampling mint condition pretty brown eyes, and I knew that shit. I said, girl, mm, mm, mm. It took me back. It took me back. Remy say her album about to drop and she ready. Hell, it's been 7 winters and 6 summers, damn near. We've been waiting, girl. So can we get that out you? Uh-huh. Now, she said she ready to go and have baby. And her record deal she got is awesome as well, maintaining her masters and stuff. All this shit she be saying on her IG live that she got things going on good for her. That basically was it. Let's go to Safaree remix listening party, and in comes Jonathan, Anais, and Ruben, and I said, wow. Child, you got the creep squad over to the corner. Snoop can't say Anais' name right. He's like, what he said? Ice, Anais. I don't know what the fuck he was calling her, but he wasn't right, child. Um, Ruben ends up going to the bar, and he basically tell Rich that him and his woman back together. Rich had like he was alright with it, but the move he made next made me feel like he wasn't alright with it because, child, why you gonna start telling that man about he glad they was able to get back together? I mean, he wasn't gonna be able to deal with it after she had started showing her puss to his homeboy Jacquay, and the man ain't know nothing about it. Anais realized that they over there talking, so she go over there and only for Ruben to ask her about who the fuck is Jacquay, and she knew immediately, you missing. You over here being messy. Why are you being so damn messy? He said he didn't want to be involved. Then shut the fuck up, Rich, because you giving me bitch boy tease. You salty nut because this girl decided that she wanted to do what she wanted to do with somebody else and not you, and she went back to her man. Didn't you know that when you messing with a married person, the likelihood that they gonna not get that divorce and end up back in that home with that person is high? Sound like to me you mad because she gave you what you done gave women in the past. Get over yourself, baby. Get over yourself. Get over yourself. They decide to leave. And on the way out, Jonathan tells Safaree, I gotta go because you didn't invite vagina to your party. Rich is a vagina. I screamed. I said, child, you doing too much. You too extra. Juju is over there with Safaree, Mama Shirley, and his sister. Safaree, say Juju been closer to his family since he been working with her on her plate. And you could tell Mama Shirley want him to hook up with a woman like Juju. Bring somebody like that home, I can deal with it. Juju say she and Safaree are just friends right now. That's all it is. And then she whispers to the sister, I think he's scared of me. The sister tells the mama, I think he's scared of her. She said, yeah, he is scared. I could tell. That's why he acting like this. See, this one gonna make him require him to grow up, and he tends to wanna not do that sometimes. In confessionals, Juju said Safaree is a cool dude, but she know he has a rep with the ladies, and she not trying to get wrapped up in all that. So see, y'all, she not dumb at all. For those who just was getting so in their feelings about the possibility of a Safaree and Juju hookup, she not crazy. She moved forward. It's gonna be because she ready to do that. She just closed the door on one chapter of her life. She might want to rest for a minute before she open up start on a whole new book, okay? Safaree take the stage. Thank everyone for coming out. Present a member of the Chamber of Commerce, I guess, for the islands with a pre-advance check from the future sales of the song. And he also thanked all the artists involved, and he brought Yandy up on the stage and gave her some credit so that bitch could be all right with her frog-eyed ass, okay? Now we just talked down on the man Kraft Randy, and here he is showing some humility and allowing you to take the stage to give you participation credits, because that's all the fuck you looking for in a check, bitch. But he ain't getting you that. He gave you a little he gave you some love. And I appreciated that because it was a scene prior to them getting on that stage where she basically said if the money going toward the island's fine, but if any of it go toward buying him any chains and his little things, they got a problem. What's the problem, bitch? You want a check? You want a piece of the pie? Things ain't working out for you, girl. Yeah, this was always about charity, and if it wasn't, so what? It's his song. All you did was suggest adding other artists to the remix that does not give you producers credit and aka a check, okay? So go sit your fraud looking ass down somewhere. Uh, you better stay in good with Mona is what you best do because you ain't got no storyline. And we really tired of you, and we know Mendici not gonna be there next season probably to help you because he was just denied early release. I just hate Bree wasn't on her shit because the next scene would have not had to have happened. She wouldn't have been hurt or made a fool out of herself. They begin to perform this song. They actually is just lip syncing, but as each artist that he has on the song gets to their part, he calls them up on the stage. Bree is out there in the crowd. She just knew she was about to hit the stage when Cayenne does, and that smile went to a frown. She went into the bathroom upset. Yandy saw it and said she know why she mad. She said Safaree should have kept her involved in the mix because she could have fixed this situation and it didn't have to blow up like it's about to. She said Safaree played her and wasted her time. So she goes up on stage and acts straight out in front of everybody. Why? That ain't the version I heard. He told her, look, I probably should have told you, but I had to cut you out because you would never come in to do your final draft of the song. The old draft that we did, the original one, the rough one, well, I couldn't fix that and master that to make it fit in with this song. So I contacted you, but you failed to get back with me. So she basically says to Jacquay that he became a pussy boy to help his hoe get up, help his little hoe, his little girlfriend. So at that time, Cayenne said she wasn't gonna go there with Bree and said why was she such an angry little person. She was really just trying to make her look stupid, but she wasn't making herself embarrassed. Bree wouldn't let her walk away gracefully. She kept talking shit till Cayenne reacted and Jacquay, nigga, you pussy for real. I believe Bree. Because you get mad at Cayenne for responding to this girl, but she clearly publicly trying to embarrass her and coming for her, and then she gonna act like she wanna fight, but she only did that because she knew it was so many security sitting up and around through there that it wasn't gonna be a way that they were gonna be able to get to each other. I didn't think either one of them should have acted the way they were because this was an event hosted by Safaree to present these people with this money and to release this song. And y'all came there with that fuck shit. Bree, if you would have answered the phone, you would not have had that problem. Rich said Bree had she come to him instead of making moves on her own, he could have helped her, but she doing her own, so she has to accept that this is business and this how it go. I don't know about him being involved, but she should have returned at least Safaree calls and texts. She knew the song was about to come out, and if she been in the business for any amount of time, she know what has to happen with this music. So when he was calling, if she was concerned, she would have showed her ass up, don't you think? Then we do the conclusion with the cast and where they are, where what they done learned from this season and what their outlook on their future going forward too. And I ain't going through all that because I ain't hear nothing different than what we always hear. But it was cute to see Anais' children. They're some very cute kids, and that brought us to yet another season in for Love and Hip Hop New York. Overall, the season was boring as fuck. I got questions. Where's James R? What was the purpose of Lil Mo? And where's Sofa? See, it was too many people on the cast, if you ask me, and she didn't have it. I knew last week Bianca was done because she gave her montage last week. But what was the purpose? It was a boring season. It could have been a whole lot better. I hope Mona come back next season with some real storylines, or at least some believable ones with people on there that we would be interested in seeing. I don't need to see no James R. I really don't see a purpose for Snoop. Um, Child, just redo the whole cast and come back and give us something different. I'm not going to commit to coming back doing another season of Love and Hip Hop. I think I'm burnt out. I might need to take a season off from all of this shit. But I don't know where I'm going to go next. We'll just see when the time get there if I feel like doing it. I mean, because the Atlanta come back next month. And, well, hell, it's March the 1st. It comes back in about 2 weeks. I'll be here for that. I'm going to watch it. I know I'm going to watch that one because that's the one that made me interested in all of them. But that was it. That was all, y'all. Get down in the panel. Let me know your thoughts and opinions about this episode as well as the season overall. And remember, the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please rate, comment, subscribe, share this video wherever it is you share videos. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.